Good morning. I just want to cover this worksheet with you because it has a graph here. And it can be a little complex, so we're going to review our graphing skills. And it's talking about abiotic factors. Abiotic are non-living factors. So abiotic factors affect living things, like in this particular case, we're looking at salinity, how salty the water is. But another abiotic factor could just be things like rocks and air or temperature, things that are not living, but that can affect where you find living creatures and how they interact with their environment. So that's abiotic factors, non-living. In this case, like I said, salinity is going to be our non-living factor. And they've tested, they tell you right here, but they test two different sea stars and they see what salinity they like the best by counting up where the sea stars go in different percentages of salinity, how salty it is. So what you're going to have is you're going to actually have two lines on this graph because you have white sea stars, and that'll be one line. And then you're going to have Barents sea stars, and that's going to be a different line, okay? But let's start at the bottom here. And remember, on the bottom is our independent variable. This is the one that the scientists chose before conducting the research. Well, if we look at these two, salinity and frequency of choice, the scientists chose the salinity, and they said, we're going to measure at these salinities. So they knew that going in, that goes on our x-axis. We're going to go 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I want you to continue it out the rest of the way, all the way down here, going by fives. Don't forget a title, right? It should be whatever those numbers are representing. And then the data, the dependent variable, goes along the y-axis. That's here. Well, the data they collect is the frequency, the percentage of these sea stars in each type of salinity. So we're going to go from zeros again, going by fives, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I want you to continue it all the way up to the top. And then we're going to graph. But remember, there's going to be two sets of data that you're graphing, okay? Let's do a couple of, we'll do like just 3 points for each. So for the white sea star, the white sea star, we start at 15 salinity and it's 0. And then at 17.5, they had a 3%. Remember your titles here too. So at 17.5, there was 3. So 17.5 is about here. 3 is roughly here. At 20% salinity, it was 12. So 20% salinity, 12 is right about here. And you're going to start connecting all those points, right? It's going to be a line graph. So you do that for all of the white sea star. But then you're going to make another line that runs along with it, and that's for the Barents sea star. So let's do 3 of those points. At 15 degrees, or 15% salinity, there's 0 of them. At 17.5, there's also 0. So I put another dot right there. At 20% salinity, it's 1.2, very small. Here's 20, 1.2, if we look over at our 0 and 5 is, I don't know, right about there. And so you're going to connect those, and you're going to end up with 2 separate lines that show where the sea stars prefer to live, what salinity they prefer to live in. And remember, these are abiotic factors. Okay, that should get you started. Let me know if you need help. Thanks.